MInefinders has been around as a company since 1979, and we started our work in Mexico, primarily in Nevada, in 1995, and brought the properties that we're currently developing and bringing to production the Dolores mine from that point forward. Dolores is our flagship and where we spent most of our time and money over the last 10 years. We spent a fair amount of time being very thorough in our exploration and development. Started construction about a little more than a year ago. We actually started moving earth at Dolores in November of 2006. We're currently adding employees. We have about 170 employees. There's still about 400 contractors on site completing construction. We expect to be producing here at the end of this quarter and ramp up to commercial production. Our hope is by the end of the second quarter of 2008. So once we enter production, that'll be a major milestone for us. But the most significant one for any mining company, I think, is when you declare commercial production, which is when you've kind of ramped up and you've reached that level that was predicted in the feasibility study, which is, in our case, 18,000 tons of ore a day, throughput through the crushers, loaded onto the leach pad. And when we reach that steady state of production, then we declare commercial production. And that's probably the biggest milestone for 2008. Well, La Bolsa was our first discovery in Mexico, actually. It was drilled in 1995. It's a smaller gold deposit. La Bolsa is only currently about 200,000 ounces of gold, whereas Dolores, which I didn't mention, is 3.1 million ounces of gold and 149 million ounces of silver. Our focus in that area, as we have a very large claim block, has been on Planchas de Plata and Rio Viejo and some of our other exploration properties to try to make discoveries on those and then bring the whole district into play at the same time. We still, as every company does, we feel we're undervalued for where we are with the size of the deposit we have, the amount of money we've invested in it. With only 49 million shares outstanding, that's a pretty low market cap for a company at our level. We have about $26 million in the bank at the end of the year, but we felt that we needed to have working capital for our exploration properties, potential other acquisitions, and ongoing working capital for Dolores. So we negotiated a revolving, just a drawdown facility with Scotia last fall and put that in place before the end of the year, just so we'd have that as a security blanket. We're both a value play and a upside play. I mean, the value is there at Dolores. We have a well-defined reserve that's going into production. We've raised the money, it's fully permitted, and construction is 95% complete. We're commissioning our crushing plant and we're commissioning our equipment on site. So that's a very good reason to invest because we're still trading as an explorer.